raising them up. There is nothing that works outside of commitment. When you see something working, someone is ensuring it is working. That ensuring is called commitment. So if you want to build a Christian lifestyle, you must build a lifestyle of commitment. You know, commitment is a proof of conviction. When you are convinced about something, you will put your all into that thing. When you see people not putting their all or their life into something, Pastor, they are not committed to it. They are not convicted about it. When you are convinced about something, even when it does not look as if it's working, you will still give yourself to it. As your pastor, I'm committed to every life that is here. There is no one here that can challenge my commitment to you. I make bold to say that. There is no one here that can challenge my commitment to your life. I am committed. The God we serve is a God of commitment. When God commits himself, he cannot be stopped. In Exodus chapter 3, verse 7 and verse 8. The Bible said, the Lord said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people which are in Egypt, and I have heard their cry by reason of their taskmaster, for I know their sorrows. The next verse. I am come down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians, and to bring them up out of that land unto a good land and a large, unto a land flowing with milk and honey, unto the place of the Canaanites, and the Hittites, and the Amorites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and so on and so forth. Now, before this time, God has said that the children of Israel were going to spend a particular time in captivity, and after that, he's going to come to deliver them. All right? Because he said he would deliver them, he was committed to it. He was committed to it. And he said, now I have come down. As he was delivering them, he now made a promise that he will also give them a land of the Canaanites. And he was committed to it. You know, personally, I don't make promises. Everyone that knows me, if you say promise, I promise, I don't do that. I don't tell you I promise. It doesn't change anything. What I will do. They promise me you will come back tomorrow. I say I don't have time. Say just promise me now. Okay, I promise you. I've told you I don't have time. You say I should promise you. I'll say what you want to hear. And I don't show up tomorrow. So I don't promise people. But when I make a commitment, I stay true to my commitment. A promise is not necessarily a proof of commitment. It can be a proof of satisfaction. A commitment is not a promise. A commitment is a decision. Take that. A commitment is not a promise. It's a decision. It's a conviction backed by action. One of the major reasons why people are not committed is because they are not living a life of purpose. Nothing is at stake. Nothing demands their commitment. People that are not purposeful cannot be committed. So if you are not living a life of purpose, you are not pursuing anything, there cannot be a demand of commitment from you to you or on you. People that don't show commitment to their lives and their agendas that surround their lives. Because your life itself requires the commitment. You can't live a good life if you are not committed to your life. None of us are not committed to our life. And then there are certain agendas that surround your life because you must be engaged doing things. You have to be committed to those things. When you see people like that are not committed to their life or the agendas that surround their life, just know that some people are not driven by any form of purpose. Why do you wake up in the morning even when you feel tired? You are committed to something that is ahead of you. Either a walk or a meeting or something. Or a travel. Why do you try to keep the time? You are committed to a trip. You are committed to a meeting. Why do I have to go out in the morning? Committed to a family. And to return with something. Why should a woman enter the kitchen in the midst of heat? She's sweating and up and down. She has to prepare food because she's committed to her family. It's a commitment. It's not convenient. It's not convenient. Why do you wake up 5 a.m. and put hot water for children to bathe and make sure that they eat breakfast as a woman? And then by 6:45 or by 7 latest, you are rushing them out. Meanwhile, you slept around past 12 midnight. You are committed to those children. Why do you go to work 8 to 5? You are committed to the employment letter you have received. Most times I don't have a Saturday night because I'm committed. People are coming on Sunday morning to hear me. They need hope. They need to hear something that can stir them up, that can push them up, that can assure them. I'm committed. What are you committed to? It must be a lifestyle. Be committed to your life. Be committed to your purpose. Be committed to assignments. Be committed to groups you belong to. Be committed to kingdom service. Be committed to leadership. Be committed to the work of your hands. Anyone that is not committed is not spiritual. Peter said we left all and followed. That's full commitment. Full commitment. And Jesus said there's no one that is fully committed that will not enjoy in this world and the world after good things of life. You can demand from anything you are committed to. You don't have a right to make demand on anything you are not committed to. I can make demand on my work to give me money, to bring money, because I'm committed to that work. I can make demand on you guys because I'm committed to you people. I can call any of you at any time and say, please, I'd like to see you by 2 p.m. Even if you are busy, before you tell me I'm busy, you start looking at it, you start seeing how you can adjust your schedule to see me. Do you know why you can do that? Because you know that I'm also committed to you. Are you now aware that some members don't pick their pastor's call? They dodge. When they see the pastor's call, they just look at it ringing. I beg. Don't come again. Only God knows what you want to talk this. If you see my call ringing on your phone, you'll be in a hurry to pick. It's unconscious. It's unconscious. It's unconscious. If you want the pastor's call, pastor is calling me. Some of you, I'm talking to you on phone. You are answering yes and you are bending down. Even though I'm not seeing you. It's commitment. I'm not saying the respect, but the respect is so real that even on phone, you are answering and I say, yes, ma. Yes, ma. Yes, sir. Meanwhile, some people are picking a call. Yes, ma. Yes, ma. They are not seeing, whether they are respecting, you are still not seeing it. The one that is respecting your phone and the one that is doing it on your phone, you are still not seeing it. But it shows their commitment to your life. It shows their commitment. You know what Jesus said? That guy was too committed. He said, for this reason was I born. To this end came I into the world. He knows why he was born and he was committed to it. To bear witness to the truth. John 18:37. When he was brought before Pilate, audacity comes from people that are committed. John 18, verse 37. I've already quoted it anyway, so. Pilate therefore said unto him, are you a king? Jesus said, you said that I am a king. He now went further and said, to this end was I born, and for this cause came I into the world, that I should bear witness to the truth. I'm committed to this. Even in the face of death, threats, committed. Insecurity, people have stopped coming to church. Insecurity, then say, is it staying in your house that will make you safe? Can't you see, when I came as pastor, I saw that the cloud was gathering. So I went back home. One of us came inside the rain bitter. She came. Will you refuse to go to the airport when your flight is and you saw thick cloud by 6 a.m.? You now call the airline and say, please, rain is about to fall in my area. This 7 o'clock flight, can we shift it to 8:30? Your excuses are product of the lack or absence of commitment. When you are committed, excuses are erased. They're erased. People risk excuse for matters that their commitment is tied to. People that are committed to a cause, they risk the excuse of health. They risk the excuse of lack. They risk the excuse of deprivation, and they move. To every small thing you give excuse. Every small thing you give excuse. I didn't come to church because when I woke up today, I felt one small headache. I didn't come to church when I woke up because my stomach was doing grrr. I didn't come to church. All manner of excuse because I didn't see bike. I didn't come to church because I didn't have transport. I didn't come to church because I don't get offering. I didn't come to church. All manner of excuse. My friend said I should wait for him. I should wait for her. I didn't come. All manner. You are not committed. That's how some of us approach our businesses. Nothing works outside of commitment. This evening, God is asking for our commitments. You want to build a spiritual lifestyle, you must build a lifestyle commitment. We're going to pray. Ask God to help us to be committed first to ourselves, and then 2 to God. Because if you are not committed to yourself, you can't be committed to God. And then 2 to God, and then 3 to purpose, and then 4 to whatever you find yourself doing. Must be committed. Must be committed to come to church early. Must be committed to come for midweek service. If you are either fully committed or not committed at all, you are a worker. You are signed to be a worker. If you don't come on Tuesday, who will do the ushering work for people that came? Who will sing for people that came? Who will play instruments for people that came? Who will do media work for people that came? Who will mount camera? If you come only when you feel like, once you sign, you decide to join a department, you have given your commitment to it. All the days of meetings are compulsory. Nobody told you that you should choose days of meeting. It's a lack of commitment. It's like calculating transport. It's because you are not committed. Do you choose the days to go for lecture? Once you are committed, if lecture is every day you find transport and go to school. Sometimes they fix lectures on Saturday against your wish. You must take up because you are committed. You want to graduate. It's time to show commitment. I want to ask you, as we enter this new phase, decide to be committed. Don't give your leaders trouble. Don't give your pastors trouble. Don't give your employers trouble. Don't give your employees trouble. Don't give your teachers trouble. Decide to be committed. Don't be a matter of concern in the hands of God. God was not complaining about Job. He was commending Job. Why? Because Job was a committed man. Let us rise to our feet. Let us pray. Open your mouth and begin to talk to God and ask Him to help you. Help you build a lifestyle of commitment. You cannot go far if you have not built a lifestyle of commitment. Ask the Lord to help you. Take out time in a few minutes and just pray to God to help you. Commitment across all areas of your life endeavors. Commitment to your family, commitment to your work, commitment to your church, commitment to your department, commitment to your academics. You cannot be having your result. You must be committed to reading and to studying your books. Ask God to help you. Help you to be committed. People that are not committed cannot be the best. Help me to be a committed husband, to be a committed wife.